Good stormy evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Hope that you're feeling good and doing well. Today, we are listening to the band Kane Gang. That's the band. The Kane Gang. We're listening to the track Closest Thing to Heaven. This is off of their album, I'm pulling it up, The Bad and Low Down World of the Kane Gang, released in 1984. I've never heard of the band, but I like their name, the Kane Gang. Okay, let's see what they're bringing. Some sugar cane. Oh, I used to love sugar cane. We're listening to this track because it was sponsored by Lee. So Lee, thank you so much for the support and of course for the recommendation. Like I said, never heard of the band. If I could take a guess as to what they sound like based off the album cover, which I actually didn't even look at. It reminds me of Fisherman a little bit. Maybe something in that kind of genre. I don't know. Let's go ahead and listen to the track, find out, and see how close we can get to heaven. Here we go. Starting off on the right foot. And we're leading on the right foot.
Here they come.
Throb of bass.
With no money to spend, they can't sing
Bass pop.
any lower. Some people laugh all day, some people cry, cry, cry.
And back. Hit that chorus. I love that synth bass.
Can't try any harder. Whose turn is it now to win while we lose?
Love those pauses.
Living at our expense while we discover. Can't try any harder. This could be.
That's the party.
The closest thing to heaven I have
Cascade.
I've ever known.
Harmonica making a return. I love when you get the bass pop.
Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Call me the king of fools. This could be the closest thing to heaven
Man, that's a smooth piece of feel good. That's a smooth piece of feel good. For some reason, like I would put this in the same category as like Tears for Fears, and like I don't know. This was just a smooth piece of pop. I love their vocals. I love all those little pauses in the music, those little hesitations that build a little moment of anticipation. It feels good every time they do it. Smooth keys, jazzy harmonica, filling in a lot of the spaces. I love how it started even from the very beginning, at least for myself personally. It was going to be a track I like because I like this kind of smooth sound, right? Look, come on. Right there. I didn't need much. When I heard that, I said, okay, we're at least in. I don't know where it's going from here, but I know we're in. And of course, it builds up to ba 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 ba. Then the harmonica comes in. The bass, which is both synthy in some ways, but very, very poppy and slappy and flamboyant in others, feels really nice. So you're going to have 3 people in this band. I'm just getting their names pulled up here. You're going to have Martin Brammer, vocalist, Paul Woods, vocalist, and then multi-instrumentalist Dave Brewis. Now, I can't tell you exactly who's doing what because I don't have that information here in front of me. The Wikipedia page isn't 100% like filled out. But I'm assuming because Brammer and Woods are really both a vocalist, I'm assuming that leaves everything else to Brewis, handling perhaps all the instrumentals, or obviously all the instruments, which, obviously overdubbing and such, which I think that is hugely significant if that's a one-to-one comparison, if that's exactly true, that those 2 members are only handling vocals and then it's one guy handling the actual instrumental part of it. That's actually really interesting. And I can't think off the top of my head of another band that's kind of like that, where one person handles all the instruments and the other person or the other 2 people or so handles solely vocals. I think that's really interesting, actually, to be honest. And I'd be curious to see how they work together. Not literally, because obviously they work together well making music, but like what's their process in how they come to, not an agreement, but come to, together, I guess, in how they create their music and, what starts first, the instrumental or the vocals, how does it all take place? But regardless, this was a really, really cool track, and I love the harmonica solo. I wasn't expecting out of all instruments a harmonica solo, but I mean, I expected something because of the beginning, but saxophone or something like that, a guitar kind of fills that idea, and yet we got harmonica, and it was, hey, I was completely fine with that. Very cool, smooth piece of pop. Here they come, a lonely boy and lonely girl. They can't say where they're going. Lonely, with no money to spend, they can't sink any lower. Some people laugh all day, some people cry, cry, cry. I love the way they deliver that line. In the night. This could be the closest thing to heaven I have ever known. Can't try any harder. Whose turn is it now to win while we lose? Spelling, got to get on that. Living, is it at our expense while we discover? Can't try any harder. Hey, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Call me the king of fools. This could be the closest thing to heaven I've ever known. And I repeat that again, call me the king of fools. So, I mean, I think it's just kind of a love song. Here they come, that lonely boy and lonely girl. Don't know where they're going, but whatever is happening, it must be the closest thing to heaven. Or maybe saying being lonely is the closest thing to heaven. Some people laugh, some people cry. Maybe he's saying all experiences could be the closest thing to heaven in your own personal heaven. I don't know, man. It's a cool piece of pop. Oh, let me look at the Wikipedia article. I forgot about it. Let's see. Actually, no information on the track itself, but we do have the chart information. 12 on the UK singles, 16 in Ireland, 32 in the Netherlands, 22 Belgium, and 57 in Australia. So let me know what you guys thought of this track. Of course, you can let me know that in the comments down below. I appreciate the recommendation and sponsorship, Lee. Thank you so much for that. As an enjoyable piece of music for me to listen to after I came home from work, ate dinner, just finished washing the dishes, and now I'm sitting here to relax. This is a slice of my pie. Let me know what you guys think. Have an enjoyable rest of your evening, and I will see you all later. Bye.